So while we're all popping in here, first of all, I want to say hello to everybody. I'm so glad you're all here. I'm so glad that we got Kelly back to do this special pre-election, don't put out meditation. And she's so lovely to come back and do this. Why don't we put in the chat box how you're feeling? Let's do, how about a scale of 1 to 5? 1 is totally copacetic. You're handling everything just fine. And 5, you're about to pop your head off.
Look at that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm nervous too. Yep. Yep. Did you all vote? Did anybody here not vote?
Nope.
No, you're all voters. Yay. Good. Thank God you're all voters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like I'm wound up like a wet washcloth. And I feel like I'm like,
yeah.
It's scary. I'm a political junkie, so it's my own fault. I can't turn off the news because I'm so freaked out.
Yeah.
So let's see. We have 7:04. Where's the other 10? We got 10 more people coming. But maybe Kelly will go ahead. I'll introduce you and see if they pull in.
Yeah, I can go ahead if you wanted to introduce here.
Cool. And some of you are voting tomorrow. Good. Yeah, I felt really bad. A friend of mine, and Kelly, somebody you know probably, just said that she planned to vote tomorrow and found out she was sick. So now what is she going to do? It's like, wow, so I'm glad I voted the first day.
Yeah.
Okay. So
is she sick with COVID?
Yeah.
Well, the CDC announced today that if you have COVID, you can still go and vote as long as you wear a mask. And you let
really?
and you let them know when you get to the poll, wherever you're going to go vote. You let them know ahead of time, so that they will probably let you go in first, and that you make sure that you wash your hands before, after, stay 6 feet away.
Oh, really? So they have a special protocol.
Yes.
I did not
CDC
hear that. I'll tell her that. Oh my
they announced
God.
it this morning because they want to make sure that people that have COVID can go out and vote.
Oh, good. I'm going to text her after this. That's great. Because I was like, we were having like a discussion of what's the moral thing to do here,
Yeah.
We were too, and they answered it for me at on Good Morning America. So I appreciated that.
Okay, I'm going to direct her. Thank you, Stephen. That's great.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
So here's Miss Kelly Rovetto.
All right.
This is, oops, what's going on here? Let's see. This is your thing. Let's see. Oh, this is the old introduction I did for you a while ago.
Yeah.
All right. Kelly has been in the medical sales industry for over 15 years and learned about meditation while in personal recovery, and has been practicing and writing guided mindfulness meditations for 8 years. We met at her first public meditation and have jumped into a crazy moment of helping provide hospitals with personal protective equipment from doctors around New Orleans. I think we delivered, Kelly, what was it, about 6,000 to 8,000 pieces or something like that? That was just
at the end of it, like over 80,000.
Over 80. Oh, good. Okay, amended.
Yeah.
Where we just went around and asked, and because Kelly was in the hospital business, she was able to get into the hospitals and find out what they needed. And it was just great to, help out where we could. So we're going to do a 30-minute meditation. Am I right, Kelly? And then we're going to talk about it.
It's going to be about probably around 20-25 minutes, because I'm sure the discussion will be probably the bigger piece of this. So yeah, and then real quick, has anybody, just put in the chat box if you have or have not, has anybody is anybody new to meditation? Has everybody meditated? Or if you're new, just put new. I just wanted to kind of get a pulse on if this is somebody's first time.
Are we all old timers to this? Oh,
completely
done.
New. Okay, that's great. Welcome, Dawn.
Fantastic. I'm so delighted you're joining.
Yeah, this is all right. This is beautiful then. Okay, so since we have some new folks, like Lesley said, my name is Kelly Rovetto, and I've been meditating for a little over 8 years. And I've also been writing mindful meditations. Meditation has brought so much peace and serenity into my life. And I'm going to talk a little bit about serenity. Serenity is essentially the ability to feel peace despite what's going on around you, right? And so, especially with the election tomorrow, um, some of us will be very elated and some very happy and excited, and others will be in complete fear and anxiety, whatever party you are. And this meditation is not political. This is going to be about a way to help all of us as a community, as a planet, really come into acceptance of just what is. So, with meditation, I call the meditation that I practice lazy man meditation, which means I really feel comfortable being, when I meditate in my room. Some people may sit, but feel really, peaceful or comfortable if you want to lay. I mean, if that works for you. If you want to close your eyes, a lot of the people that I guide through meditation will lay down and close their eyes. Sometimes I do have music. I'm not going to play music this evening because we've done that a couple of times on Zoom and it kind of muffles my voice. So just a few more things, get comfortable, and then on thoughts. So as I am leading you through this meditation, you are going to think about other things. It's natural. We're human. That's what we do. We think. Just gently guide yourself back to the sound of my voice, back to your breath, and it will help you listen more intently to the meditation. So don't be hard on yourself. Don't judge yourself if you're thinking about a grocery list 5 minutes in.
And I'm telling
Also,
them they can turn off their camera if they feel more comfortable, and then when they just pop it back on for the discussion after.
Absolutely. You can put your phone down and lay, and you don't have to be on this. You can totally stop your video and just listen or mute out. So we talked about posture. Feel free to lay down, close your eyes. Feel free to turn your screen off. Just listen to the sound of my voice. Thoughts, same thing, just relax into listening. And so I'm going to do this meditation a little bit differently than I've done before. Usually I'll start with like the first 10 minutes of getting into just straight breath work. However, because this is such an important topic, acceptance, I'm going to intertwine the breathing with the topic. And why I'm going to be doing that is because breathing is really the solution to get us closer to accepting the things we can't change and the things that challenge us. So before we begin, I'd like you guys to get comfortable and close your eyes. If you'd like to close your eyes. And we'll begin with breath. So let's all just relax into your posture, relax into if you're laying on the couch or on your bed, in your chair. Let's just take a deep breath in through our nose and exhale through our mouth. Let's do that again. Just gently take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you breathe in, I want you to focus on breathing in the collective healing energy of this group this evening. And as you exhale, breathe out any cares or concerns that you walked into this meditation with today. So I heard some people say they're anxious. I heard the word fear. I heard the word scared. So as we continue to breathe in, we're breathing in healing energy. All of us are on this call in this meditation for a reason. The universe called us all to be together this evening. Republican, Democrat, whatever it is whatever party you're a part of, we are all collectively together in this moment. So when you're breathing in, as you're gently breathing in, You're breathing in that energy. That's the energy we want to hold in this meditation, a healing energy, a connected energy. As we exhale, we're breathing out just for this meditation, just for the next 20 minutes. You can grab onto your fear and anxiety after this meditation, but just for this moment, let's breathe out the fear, the anxiety, any negative emotion that isn't serving us right now. As we're a little bit more comfortable, we've connected a little bit into our breath. We've really focused in on an inhale and connected the inhale as we're breathing in to healing energy, the love in this group this evening. And as we exhale, we're exhaling out all of the toxic or negative emotion that we have going on within us. I'd like us now to just focus on using the breath to bring awareness to our thoughts. So for a few moments, I want you to pay attention to the nature of your thoughts, the quality. Are your thoughts positive right now? Are they negative right now? Or are they neutral? This meditation is focused on acceptance. So when we're using the breath to calm our psyche down, to calm our souls down, thoughts will begin to pop up. Whatever you're feeling right now or thinking, any story that's playing out in your head, whatever's happening in the mind, it might be an event that just happened before you logged on to Zoom. It may be an old memory that has resurfaced. It might be something about the future. It might make you feel a certain way. Whatever it is that you're thinking about, I want you to magnify it as if you were looking at this thought through a microscope. So as you're breathing in, you're thinking, you're having these thoughts, maybe you've honed in on a specific emotion or thought that you're feeling. I know for me right now, I'll give you an example. For me right now, it's the anxiety about our country and where we're headed. I just have fear about it. So when I'm in meditation, I think about this thought and I pretend that this thought is under a microscope and I'm a scientist and I'm observing it. Breathe in and breathe out. So for the next couple moments, I'm going to remain silent and I want you to think about whatever it is that's going on in your mind. And I want you to visualize magnifying that thought, not becoming it, just observing it. Breathing in, breathing out. You may be feeling some anxiety about it. Maybe you're feeling peace. Whatever it is, don't judge it. Just let it be. If you're having positive thoughts, it doesn't mean you get a gold medal. If you're having negative thoughts, it doesn't mean that you lose. If your thought is a neutral thought, it doesn't mean that you don't care. In this practice, you're just observing the quality of your thoughts. This is essential in the practice of acceptance. As we continue to breathe and you're listening to the sound of my voice, understanding that acceptance is a solution that can be obtained from within ourselves, that we have the power. By not becoming our thoughts, but knowing that we are the observer of them, it creates a space to realize that whatever happens that is outside of us does not have to dictate our emotional welfare. If this election doesn't go the way in which you want it to tomorrow, or anything in life, you don't get the job, you don't get the girl, something doesn't go your way and you really wanted it to, it doesn't have to hijack your serenity. And that's what this meditation is focused on. And we start with breath, which we did in the beginning, to calm ourselves down, to quiet our mind's eye. And then we transition into analyzing our thoughts and just becoming curious about them, not judging them, just watching them. It is through observing the quality of our thoughts this evening, the practice of observing, we're actually practicing to accept and to not judge. So for the next few moments, become the scientist and just continue to watch what is happening within you and all the stories that may be playing out in the mind right now. Stay with these thoughts for a minute. Just breathe in and breathe out. If you're having a very visual experience, pay close attention to what you're seeing. If you're having more of a cerebral experience, pay attention to what you're thinking. And if you're having a physical experience and there are many sensations in your body, follow them. Pay attention to the energy of your body. You may switch between all of these different states of awareness. Just allow this to happen. Accept whatever it is that you're feeling in this moment. Don't judge it. You don't need to run from it. You don't need to label it. Feel it and then just take a big, deep breath in. Eyes closed and a deep breath out. If you're struggling right now or having difficulty accepting what it is that you're feeling, maybe it's the focus of what's to come that might be frightening to you. Maybe it's something that happened in the past. Let's use the breath as a solution to get us into acceptance. We're going to focus in on the breath here. We're going to deepen it. You can take a deep breath in And a deep breath out. Let's quicken the breath. Breathe in through the nose quickly. Breathe out. Breathe in through the nose quickly. Breathe out. By simply shifting the rhythm of your breath, either deep or quickening it, it can shift the quality of your thoughts. Remember, you create the quality of your thoughts, just like you create the rhythm of your breath. We don't have any control over breathing in and out. It is something that naturally happens within us. However, we do have the power to quicken the breath like we just did, and also to slow and deepen the breath. This is an example of the internal power we have to shift, to transition from one to another. So we quicken the breath earlier. And since we are in meditation, I'd like us to slow the breath down a little bit. So let's relax. Feel physically the energy that's going through your veins right now, that's in your heart. Maybe you're a little bit more relaxed than you were before you first logged on. And if you're still not relaxed and you're still filled with anxiety or fear, it's completely okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's what is. So we're going to deepen and relax our breath a little bit. I'm going to guide you through this. So we're going to inhale through our nose. We're going to hold the breath for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to exhale through the mouth. We're going to do that again. So on your next inhale, we're going to inhale. Let's hold the breath. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. And we're going to do it one more time. We're going to inhale through our nose. Fill up oxygen up to the top. You're holding 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. We're now switching gears. We're changing landscapes here. We're going from quick breathing to deep breathing. And now we're going to transition to awareness of the physical body. Where is my anxiety manifesting? Where is my hope manifesting? Where's my lack of acceptance manifesting? So how we do this is through our gentle breathing. We're bringing our awareness into our physical body. I want you to notice what you're feeling in your feet right now. Our feet ground us to the earth. They make us feel stable. I want you to move to your shins and your calves, your knees. Visually think of the energy, the physical energy, whatever it is you're feeling in your thighs, moving up to your hips. What is the relationship that you're feeling between your hips and your legs? To your lower back? Can you feel your ribs as you breathe in, the expansion? You breathe out. What do your shoulders and your arms feel like? Are they heavy? Are they light? And what's it like to the connection of the neck and your head, your spinal column, all of your organs, your muscles? Just hone in on any physical sensation that you're feeling, whether it's positive, negative, or neutral. Right now, for me, when I do a physical scan of my body, I can tell you that my stomach is in knots right now, and that's okay. It's in knots over what's to come. So, once again, here I am leading a guided meditation, and I'm human, and I have anxiety, but I'm in a place of calmness right now, and I'm not judging the knot in my stomach. I'm not less than because of it. And it doesn't mean that I can't obtain serenity because of it. It just means that I'm human and there's a knot in my stomach because I have anxiety about tomorrow. That's what is. And it's okay. Through honing in on the physical manifestation of wherever you're feeling any pain, any tightness, maybe you're feeling peace and a light, feathery feeling. Maybe you're happy. Maybe you're elated. Maybe you're nothing at all. Whatever it is that you're feeling, let's take a couple breaths just to either support if you're feeling good and happy and healthy. That is so wonderful that you are feeling this way. And as you breathe in, you're just breathing in more healing and loving energy to help support those thoughts. If you're feeling fear or anxiety, any negative emotion that could be going on right now within you. You know, we even say don't label, and I'm saying positive or negative. Any feeling that just does feel good or doesn't feel good to you, we can use breath to calm or to support whatever it is we're feeling. So let's just take a breath in, breathing in love and connectedness. And as we breathe out, just breathing out any emotion that's not serving us in this meditation. Again, you'll just breathe in and out, sending healing energy to any part of your body that does feel tight or may feel nervous. The breath is such a wonderful solvent. I like to think of it as just medication for the soul, because our thoughts can hijack us. And if we're challenged with something, it can really be hard to get out of the story that we tell ourselves. I posted a quote this morning on my Instagram account, and it said, most of our suffering comes from the lies that we tell ourselves. And maybe one lie we're all telling ourselves. I know for me, I'll share one. I tell myself, if so-and-so gets elected, the world's gonna end and we won't survive it. That hasn't happened, but I create a story that it has, and then I react to the story. And then my energy is depleted because I'm in so much fear over something that hasn't happened. And even if it does happen, because I have the tool of meditation and breath, I'm able to stop, even though I'm in fear, even though I'm in anxiety, to take a breath in and a breath out and not create a story around whatever happens tomorrow. I have a greater ability to accept, even though I don't like it, to accept the decision and remain in control of my life and the amount of peace that I want to have as I move forward. That's the beautiful thing about meditation. So if you're having any experience, we're talking about the physical parts of where we're feeling whatever it is that we're experiencing. I said my stomach. Some of you may have it in your head or your shoulders or back. If you're having an experience in the lower body, it's sometimes related to your foundation, your roots. Maybe something's going on within your family that you're struggling with accepting. If there's an experience in your stomach, this is related to the self, the way you perceive yourself, maybe your ideas and how you manifest your thoughts. If you're having an experience around the chest or the shoulders, your heart, this usually has to do with love and compassion, overwhelming emotion and grief, sadness. If you're having the experience of feeling in your arms, this can be related to doing, to action. How do you do things? How do you take a stance? What do you believe in? If you're feeling it in your throat or your neck, it has to do with authenticity in speech. So how you speak, how you communicate with others. And if you're feeling anything in your head as it relates to the feelings that are coming, if you get a headache from anxiety or fear, it has to do with overthinking, dreaming, mindfulness, mindlessness. Whatever is happening, you place the meaning on what is happening from a place of observation. No judgment. So we practice this. Let's practice this tomorrow. We're going to end this meditation with this practice, and then I'm going to slowly talk a little bit about the Serenity prayer. But as we start to wind down this meditation, I want us to imagine that tomorrow, the person we voted for doesn't win. Take a breath in and a breath out. I'm going to remain quiet because I want there to be stillness in this visualization. Imagine who you voted for did not win. Feel your emotions. Observe them. Do not become them. Feel them, but observe them. Watch them. Hone in on where you feel it physically. And then come into the awareness that through this stillness, the space that we are creating right now, understanding that we can't change the outcome of the election, but what we can change is how we choose to accept it. So I can rant and rave tomorrow. I can scream from the hilltops. I can get angry. I can go and post on social media. I can have fights with my friends who voted for the winner. I can choose to do all of these things. But the question I want you to ask yourself in this moment of stillness is, what kind of world and life do I want to create within my home? I believe it was Gandhi who said, if you want to change the world, go home and love your family. We have the power to do that. And it starts with acceptance. So as we take a deep breath in and a deep breath out, I'll end with a Serenity mantra or prayer. If you're not religious and or the word prayer doesn't appeal to you, think of it as a mantra. And it goes like this. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of it. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I'm going to repeat it. Grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. There will be things that we don't want to accept in our lives, like the outcome of the election. I didn't want to accept the death of my mother when I lost her 2 years ago. I didn't want to accept that. But through meditation and breathing, I was able to really, really connect in and realize that I can change the course of my thoughts despite what is out of my control. And you have that power. We just practiced it this evening. How beautiful that we have the power to experience peace in light of a decision that we may not agree with. So in these last few breaths, as our meditation comes to a close, let's all collectively, no matter what party we are a part of, let's all transition into gratitude that each and every one of us took the time this evening to learn a new way of thinking about how you will accept anything in your life that challenges you or that you may not agree with. Acceptance does not mean agreement. There are a lot of things that I've accepted that I don't like or don't agree with. The fact that my mother was taken so suddenly, I don't agree with that. But through acceptance, I'm able to realize that it happened and I have a choice today. Do I want to help others who are going through grief, or do I want to stay mad at the world? The choice is mine. So let's just take a final full breath in, full breath out. We'll ground ourselves, come back into the present moment. If you had your eyes closed, gently open them. And I'll now turn it over to Lesley for questions or comments. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through this meditation this evening. I'm blessed to be here. Thank you.
Put my lights back on. Welcome back, everybody.
Woo!
That was a trip. Kelly, that was so amazing. I don't know where I went, but that was incredible. Let me turn my other light on. Hold on.
Oh, good.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. That was intense.
Yeah. We're in intense times, right?
Yeah, I find group meditations very interesting. I've been doing them all through the pandemic with the guy who taught me to meditate. We do it in the morning and the evening if you want to do both. And in the beginning, I was very uncomfortable, but I think there's something really interesting about it. What did you guys think? Did anybody like it, or were you surprised by how comfortable you were with it, or were you uncomfortable? You can
Hi, hi, Lesley.
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to thank Kelly for reminding us that we choose how we're going to feel tomorrow. It's a nice reminder to have the day before this election.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kelly. It was wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah, it's so true. It's like we get so swept up with who won, and then we believe that we are at the hands of the winner, when truly we still have free will. We still can choose to be at peace. the power is within. So thank you, because I have to remind myself of that sometimes.
Anybody else have any thoughts? How did you feel? I would love to know. Did you go somewhere else, anybody? Did your breathing change?
I was surprised it worked.
That was your first one. Look.
It was, and I mean, besides the election and the pandemic, and then there's work stress and family stress. So it just, the email happened to come up when I was like, okay, I got to try something. So thank you.
Great. That's a good, that's usually takes a while to get something to actually happen. That's
amazing.
I mean, it's not 100%, but it's a lot better than it was before.
No, but that's fantastic. That's wonderful. That's just amazing. It's funny, you know, what came up in my mind was the first time I smoked pot, and it was like, oh yeah, you get me. And then you're like, nothing happened the first time, you know.
Yeah. That's funny.
Anybody else have any thoughts? You still relaxed afterwards?
I know. Well, you know what's beautiful, Lesley, is that if people are feeling relaxed, or, you know, they're in just a more peaceful state than they were prior to this, it's just a great reminder that nothing changed, right? The election's still happening tomorrow. Just like if we did this this meditation tomorrow night or next Wednesday, we still have the power to feel this peace.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's like the real key to meditation. The key is to just slow down enough to make time for it.
So she's very chill. Danielle says was wonderful, feel very relaxed. Though I have knots in the stomach and lower back. Yeah, my lower back has really been bugging me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did feel like I was floating. Yeah. Good. Bonnie got into it. Oh, Kathy says she's used to doing group meditation. Yeah, I think there's a collective energy. I definitely think that.
Yeah, that's really neat. I love it.
Well, awesome.
Oh, good.
So, ladies, first of all, Kelly, let's give you a big hand. I'm so glad we brought you back. Maybe
Thank you guys.
Bring you back occasionally. And
yeah.
Did you want to talk a little bit about what you're up to so people can?
Yeah, that'd be great. So I do these live in New Orleans. So if you're ever in the New Orleans area, I usually do them once a month. I'm probably going to start doing them a little bit more. I do them outside and I do them inside, socially distanced. So it's really cool to be in the room with everyone. I know it's a little kind of crazy right now with COVID, but I put in the chat box my Instagram handle. It's called connect_by_Kelly. And you know, with this pandemic, we've had a lot of time to be on social media, and a lot of people, including myself, I'll spend time on social media and all I will do is compare myself to people, places, and things. And it just creates such a negative self-image that I wanted to do something on social media that was very supportive, just really empowering to women and men who are looking just to feel better about themselves during this time. So I'm on tomorrow will be day 53. So you can follow me on Connect by Kelly. And what I do is each morning for 100 days, I post a quote that helps promote health and wellness or self-love, self-worth, you know, not to compare, but just beautiful, beautiful quotes that really resonate with me. And I speak to them. And I'm going all the way up to 100. So tomorrow's day 53. And I do have women that reach out to me and they're like, oh my God, I love this. I needed to hear this today or read this today. So what I'll do in closing is I put it in the chat box, but thank you, Marissa. Connect by Kelly. Yeah, that's correct. So if you wanted to follow along with that too, it's like a little mini meditation mantra that you can take every day or every morning when you wake up. So.
Yeah, I repost some of them too because they're very apropos.
Well, good. That makes me happy.
All right, kids.
All right.
Tomorrow is it.
So
Well, look on our Instagrams, and I'll look for all of you. If it's a bad night, I will really be looking for all of you out there. So
Yes.
maybe on WhatsApp. We'll all be on WhatsApp. We can all
Right. I
chat
know.
on WhatsApp.
Keep breathing, Lesley. Keep breathing.
Keep breathing. Keep breathing.
For those of you who are Covey Connect members, just so you know, I did open a scream room where you can just go and vent and no one will hold it against you. It doesn't matter what you say. We don't care. But you can go, if you just can't get it out any other way, just post it there and it'll die with us. Whatever, we'll kill the scream room at some point. But feel
Yeah.
free to go there. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Kelly. That was awesome. Thank you that was wonderful as always.
Great. Well, thank you for having me. And I look forward to doing some more stuff with Covey. I'll be in touch with you about exciting things in the beginning of December.
Great. Stay positive, everybody.
All right. Thank you, guys.
And Stephen, I don't know where he went, but I'm going to text my friend so she knows.
Yes. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Bye.